Hello and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 9 races on Derby Day at Ascot. Let's have a look at the forecast conditions. We're expecting some showers in Perth on Saturday, around 25 degrees Celsius. The track, it may slip into the soft range and the rail to be in the 3 metre position. Race number 1 will jump at 11:48. It's the Tab Touch Plate over 1,000 metres for the 2-year-olds. The replay horse can look at the winning trial of Black Sabbath at Belmont Park.
Memories, and further out on the track is Rock and Ruler. Well back in the field is Foxy Dreams. It's back towards Atal, and joining in quickly now is Black Sabbath on the outside. It's coming after Schimmel strongly. Black Sabbath has raced up on the outside. Schimmel the inside, coming through Rock and Ruler, but it's Black Sabbath drawing away now from Schimmel, who fights on the inside, and Rock and Ruler the outside, but Black Sabbath, pretty impressive, comes away to win it well.
Black Sabbath was a $47,500 yearling buy at the Perth Magic Millions sale back in 2017. He's won both of his trials. You saw the most recent of those in the replay, and boy was it impressive. He beat Rock and Ruler by almost 3 lengths under almost no pressure. Outside gate on debut is a negative, but there's plenty of positives from the trials and also the form of Team Harvey. Goes on top here. Number 3, Great Shade, is the most expensive galloper in the race. They paid $70,000 for this horse. Chased home Valor Road in the 3rd of its 3 trials before what was a pretty decent debut behind Global Recent. Jared Noski takes over from Clinton Johnston Porter after remaining loyal to King of Planets in its first race. Number 9, First Strike, is probably better than the raw form suggests. She was wide on debut, and then while she was 9th in the Gimcrack Stakes, the time wasn't terrible, and she's probably much better suited over 1,000 metres here. And number 8, She's a Galah, won a recent trial and was 3rd behind Nawi in January. That was on debut. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the strongest form reference here, however. My top selection in the first race, going with number 5, Black Sabbath, to beat 3, Great Charade, 9, First Strike, and 8, She's a Galah. Race number 2 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 12:23. It's the Ascend Sales Trophies maiden over 1,200 metres. It's for the 3-year-olds and up. The replay horse can look at Sariska winning a trial at Belmont Park.
Around the home turn, into the straight, and moving up Sariska on the outside for Carberry has quickly raced up to join Ranfell, who's got a little kick on the inside, but Sariska bounds clear now and is doing it well from Ranfell, and they're clear from Bent Bell, who at the moment is holding down 3rd position, and over on the outside is Final Round, but doing it well, Sariska over the final stages, and Sariska races home to win it.
Sariska was a narrowly beaten favourite on debut at Bunbury back in December. Was beaten by Bon Voyage, but had How to Fly back in 3rd, and that form rates pretty highly for a maiden contest here. Won its recent trial, we saw that in the replay, by nearly 6 lengths, so she looks ready to go, and she's a worthy favourite from mine. She goes on top. At much bigger odds is number 7, Quirky Girl. Blinkers on for the first time. That's always a key gear change for mine. No match for finally French first up at York. And then she ran into another above average galloper in Alpha Sky in an Ascot maiden here. I think she could be worth considering at a big price. Number 1, Clever Dick, has placed 9 times in 18 races, so surely will be there or thereabouts, but pulled hard under Peter Nucky last time out and has had plenty chances to break through for that first victory. And number 4, Family Discussion, like Quirky Girl, gets the blinkers for the first time. First 2 runs were really good. Last time out was pretty disappointing, so it only goes in for the minors. My top selection in race number 2, going with number 8, Sariska, to beat number 7, Quirky Girl, 1, Clever Dick, and 4, Family Discussion. Race number 3 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 1:03. It's the De Sonia Italian Race Day 19 May handicap over 1,600 metres. It's a 72+ affair. The replay race going to look at My Greek Boy winning at Ascot on the 7th of April.
Fat Noxious, Western Temple, both to the outside for their runs. Corporate Larrikin led, tackled immediately though by My Greek Boy. Now Castle draws the whip on Western Temple, but My Greek Boy slipped clear at the 100. My Greek Boy a length and a half in front. Western Temple coming down the outside. The post looming, and Hall's going to get the job done on My Greek Boy. My Greek Boy beat...
My Greek Boy has won 2 of his last 3 races, both of them over Saturday's course and distance, and he's a proven commodity in a high tempo contest. Tempo will be critical to this race because one of the outsiders, Corporate Larrikin, knows only one way to go, and that's handlebars down. My Greek Boy has been there, seen it, done it. And if horses could wear a t-shirt, he'd have one of those as well, and that's why he goes on top here. Number 5, Miracle Man, won the Lex Piper Stakes against his male peers 3 starts ago. That was over the same course and distance that he encountered on Saturday, but the tempo was very, very different, and that's the query about that horse. Number 6, Broker, has opened up favourite and is clearly in really good form with 3 consecutive wins, the latest 2 at Ascot. However, and it's not his fault, he's yet to do the job in a really high tempo race, and he did also miss the top 3 when he tackled a mile at Ascot earlier this preparation. And then number 3, Prize Catch, looking at the map, probably would be suited here by the tempo, but not really sure if he's in the greatest of form, and I certainly don't think his form at the moment is up to the same level as that of My Greek Boy. Race number 3, my top selection is the top one. Number 1, My Greek Boy, to beat 5, Miracle Man, 6, Broker and 3, Prize Catch. Race number 4 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 1:43. It's the Red Shoe Society handicap over 1,600 metres. It's a graduation race, a 62 plus affair. The replay horse, can look at the top one, Dane Finn, finishing 6th at Ascot on the 7th of April.
Consent goes forward, getting a run inside of it. Grey Enigma, Jupiter Rising, and he's winding up. Broker back in the field. Run Liam Run draws alongside of Captivated Point. Broker winding up, nearing the 150 mark. Captivated Point, Run Liam Run, but Broker's got them in the twinkling of an eye, and Broker stormed past them. Races clear. Broker again. Broker too good for Run Liam Run.
Kate Whitten takes over from Glenn Smith aboard Dane Finn on Saturday. Kate has ridden this horse to 3 of its 5 victories, and Dane Finn's run on really well in both of his runs this preparation, in spite of the tempos and also the distances being against him. Found this probably the hardest race on the card to form a strong opinion about, and it seems by looking at the early markets that the bookmakers are in the same boat. So number 1, Dane Finn, goes on top with minimal confidence. From number 5, Prix d'Excellence, won 2 of her last 4 races, including last time out at Albany. Liam O'Loughlin would not be travelling up the highway simply to have a nice day out in Perth, so she's certainly a chance here. Number 3, Mongolian Warlord, is another Albany galloper, and he's won 3 out of 3 in a row down there in the Great Southern, making his Ascot debut on Saturday, goes in the numbers. And number 2, Avidus, trained by young Steel Casey. William Pike's been booked to ride this last start winner at Bunbury. Really difficult race number 4, going with number 1, Dane Finn, to beat 5, Prix d'Excellence, 3, Mongolian Warlord and 2, Avidus.